Welcome back to another episode of Uncut and Uncensored with Caroline Stanbury. And today I am joined by the superstar, Farhana Bodi. Have I said it right?
Yes.
Bodi, yes. Farhana, welcome. She is the star of Dubai Bling, mother, entrepreneur, and so many other things, and a good friend of mine. And we have been in Dubai for quite a while together. And today I wanted to ask you maybe things that people don't know about you.
That would be nice. I think something raw and real.
First of all, I just wanted to say, how was it? Because obviously you knew me from Housewives and all of this, and then you got into doing reality TV. How did you feel like it was for you? Was it a shock? Was it like you thought it would be?
To be honest, I wasn't expecting, the outcome of what happened after Bling came out. I was like, okay, it's going to be in the region, it'll be a reality show because don't really watch reality shows. And so I didn't expect, like, I thought it will just be like a normal show and it will be for the Arab region. But this really took off on another level. Like, this thing went global. And I woke up and I was just like, wow, I'm everywhere.
I think that's the difference. I think everyone, because I knew a lot of the the Bling cast, and I don't think anyone expected it. We all thought because it was Arab speaking, Arab women, and everyone said it was Netflix MENA, so the Arab area. No one expected it when it ended up being top 10 of the global Netflix on everybody's front cover. And I think people are so fascinated by Dubai anyway that, the whole world kind of wanted to have a look. And here you are. Like, I feel like your audience is a very different one to what we had in, Housewives, because we have Bravo, but this is a very, very global platform. How does it feel? How has it impacted your life, do you feel? I mean, negatively and positively.
Well, as you know, when you are part of a reality show, there's the pros and cons. So you basically have the positive side and the negative side. So the positive side has been amazing, obviously, because it has opened up a whole new audience for us. I mean, wherever I go in the world, I see a lot of my fans, my followers. So the exposure that Netflix has given me, it's amazing. It's really good. About the negative sides, it depends because coming from fashion, I love fashion and fashion's my passion.
Just explain to people, sorry, for the people out there that don't know you, what did you do before Bling in a way? So what is your job? What is it that you were doing on the scale? Because you did many things.
So I basically started off my career as a makeup artist back in the days before I even moved to Dubai.
Wow.
I was in London. I worked with a few good makeup brands, and I was doing modeling. And when I moved to Dubai, I just wanted to make money. I wanted to do something different. I didn't want to do makeup anymore. I was like, I'm done with this. I want to do something completely different. So I got myself into different fields. Like I worked in real estate, in consultancy. I did many different things just to get the experience and to see like how things are in Dubai. And then I realized that my passion was always fashion and events, and I love the social scene. So then I got back into the events, into modeling, and then when the Instagram era started, I opened my Instagram. First, I was private, and then I went public, and I think that's when it all took off.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't know, Farhana has walked many, many Cannes Film Festival red carpets, and she's always seen in all the top designers. And people love to watch you and to dress you, and that's the funny thing about reality TV. It is a catch-22 because you do get a lot from it, but then when you're in the luxury world, a lot of people in the luxury brands don't want it either. So it's kind of, you've got to balance that.
Yeah, I understand that when it comes to luxury, they have like their reservations about reality TV. I mean, I guess they have their own reasons, but uh, I I can't speak for everyone else. Can speak for myself that I've really worked my way up in fashion. I've worked with many luxury brands, and so for me, my image on my Instagram, if you open my page, it's mostly fashion. It's luxury and fashion and lifestyle. I know that some brands do have, they don't want to work with reality stars, but I don't understand. I really don't understand why, because we're giving them so much of exposure. And it's not like it's Dubai Bling is not just any reality TV show, it's quite a luxurious one.
It's great. It's a real window into everybody's lives. I mean, I think the funny thing is, again, because I live here and I know all of you so well, I felt like obviously the first season is very tough, always tough on a reality show because it takes quite a long time for the audience to understand who you are. But this season, I really, really enjoyed it. And I felt like, you actually, for me, had, and I called you about this, one of the best storylines. And I know you had so many reservations about doing this. But I actually think it made you more of a human because you have got such a static page and you do have such a glamorous luxury lifestyle that a lot of people maybe couldn't connect to as in normal lives watching you. I think it made you raw and human, and I had definitely a different understanding of why you are the way you are, what you do, why you're such a hustler. Like all of us, by the way. I mean that in the nicest possible way. So Farhana has a son who is on the spectrum, which, in today's world, Farhana, I think it is so powerful because I know you weren't sure. It was the first time you've opened up to anyone about
Yeah.
things like this. And, she comes, obviously, you're not married, or you're divorced.
Yeah,
You're divorced, and you don't have the best relationship with your ex-husband. And it must be incredibly, incredibly hard to look after a child on your own, normally anyway, but when they're on the spectrum. And I see that you're always with your son. You're the perfect example, I have to say, of no matter what, even when you have that lifestyle, what people don't see behind the scenes is that you're always with Aiden.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people don't see that because I don't need to post everything out there, especially when it comes to Aiden. I post content with him. I do put him out there, but I also, I'm not going to make my social media all about Aiden because I just feel like I need to give him his space as well. And when it comes to like him being on the spectrum, he's a very sensitive boy. So I cannot just put everything out there. I want to put obviously the positive, the side to it because sometimes he has obviously like he throws tantrums. You know how it can be.
Yes.
When you're on the spectrum, he has moods.
Yeah.
And I don't like to put all of that out there because I feel like I need to show the positive side while we work on therapies for him to heal him, to, make him more social.
Take me back to sort of, okay, because I think this is a massive topic and I really, really, I have a lot of girlfriends out here. I mean, Dubai is actually, if you're going to be anywhere with a child that's slightly on the spectrum, Dubai is one of the best places you can ever be. They have so many schools, they understand. And, unlike British systems and American systems, I think, it's a much kinder place and much more understanding place for children. But, I do understand, like, I have girlfriends who are in denial or, haven't admitted it to themselves yet. And it's it is an uncomfortable discovery or, understanding. How did you first find out, that he was on the spectrum?
How I first found out was we went to a doctor to give him his 2-year vaccine.
Do you think it was the vaccine?
I don't know. I really don't know because um, some of the moms that I was speaking to did say that sometimes the vaccine could affect, but I really don't know because, like I said on the show, that I don't have a history in our family. We don't have any history of any of the kids on the spectrum. Neither does he. So I really don't know what caused it, but when I went to the doctor, he's like, you need to go to a specialist to see why Aiden's not talking. So we went to a few specialists.
Was he verbal before the vaccine? Because, my girlfriend went through exactly this, but she feels hers was the vaccine. He was verbal before, and after the vaccine, he wasn't.
Actually, you have a point there because going back to his videos, he was a little bit more verbal. And my mom noticed it. I didn't notice it. She goes, Aiden's not talking that much. I was like, she's like, is it because maybe you traveled and maybe he was missing you? I said, it can't be. That's when I thought I'll go and see the doctors and the specialists and see what's happening. I was in a complete shock when they even said to me that he could be possibly on the spectrum. He could have autism. I almost had a heart attack. I was like, what is autism? Like, what is this? Never
Yeah.
heard of this before.
Yes.
Like, you hear, but we don't know, right? We
Yeah.
never educated ourselves about this. Then I had to go and educate myself about autism, about kids on the spectrum. But I was in denial. I was like, no. I think it's just, his age. He'll be better. He'll get better. But then I also didn't want to take a risk and wait around. Like a lot of the women in the family would say, oh, some kids, they speak late. They will talk, at the age of 8. I'm not going to wait. I'm like, no. I need to do something about it. So immediately I started doing therapy. Speech therapy, ABA therapy. It was very challenging in the beginning. Like, it was very difficult from the beginning. Like how he started to where he is now. I've seen a huge improvement. He was walking on tiptoes. Now that's one of the signs of autism as well. So he was walking on in his early days, and then he wasn't talking so much. He was having a repetitive speech behavior. I was not okay. I was like, what is going on? Like, I would sit in my bed every night and cry. I was like, what's going on? Like, and also I was going through a very hard time in my relationship with my ex-husband. So everything, it was just too much for me.
Do you feel that, I mean, when you broke up with your ex-husband after you gave birth?
No.
Before?
Aiden was like 4 years old when the major issues, like the separation and everything started happening. I think in 2020 was when we officially broke up.
So that must have felt like your whole world that you knew. And he was aware of is he supportive now of Aiden's condition?
I mean, as a father, I won't lie to you, he's very good with Aiden. As a father, like, Aiden really loves him. But when it comes to like supporting me in terms of doing everything for Aiden, not much.
It always ends up, it comes down to the woman in the end of the day.
But why? Why does it have to be like this?
I don't know. I think that, I mean, children that have autism and things like that, a lot of, I find, or from speaking to, because I've met so many, speaking to parents, that they either find it hard, or what happens is they tend to try and blame each other. Wasn't me, it was you. Not saying that's what happened with you.
That's what he does. He always blames me.
Right. Yes, exactly. So that's
For
very,
all his
very,
failures.
very common. And I find that men, because it's like, I mean, I couldn't have babies, right? So I had to have IVF, but it's common for a man to always send the woman to go and check her ovaries. I mean, on this part, it was mine. And that's what the doctor said, but it's equally men these days.
Yeah.
So, and I feel that when something happens like that and men can't process it, especially with a son, because obviously, when men have sons, it's a big thing in their lives and they feel like they're embarrassed, ashamed, not good enough. And that's what happens to begin with, right? Obviously, as time goes on and men understand, and as you said something very powerful to me the other day, you said you went through all of this, and I remember that, and then you said, but that now he's my greatest gift. Everything that I cried all the way through now is everything I love about him, and that's so special that you came to that realization. Some people can't. Some people leave before. And by the way, you're not the first. I have one of my close friends in England, exactly the same thing. She couldn't take it on at all, couldn't accept it, couldn't do anything. Now she's like, he's her greatest gift. And, I think being able to swap that in your mind, and obviously I do understand, sat over here with, children without it, I do understand that I don't understand. But, at the end of the day, you're in it, right? So it's acceptance in life and how you look at things. And people that I know who have got children like this, they say it's the greatest joy because you get loved in a completely different way.
Completely different way.
Yeah.
Aiden, the innocence, the love, it's on a whole new level. It's a different level. Like, I've never experienced love like the way Aiden loves me.
Actually, that's a really nice thing. Explain to people like the positives, because I think what everyone gets hit with is sat in a doctor's office and it's so sort of like dramatic and this is your life is going to end and this is what, going to be taking care of someone for the rest of your life. And it's just so negative. Everything is
Yeah.
negative. I don't think they give you one positive thing that you just are sat there with this whole thing of like, what does my life going to look like?
Yeah.
What does your what life? Because I see you doing everything that everyone else is doing with a little boy that's absolutely attached to his mother going around that looks happy as Larry.
Yeah, so I want to make sure that I include Aiden in everything I do in my life because he's my one and only, and I dress him up the way I want. I make him, and I take him everywhere. Like I took him with me in the summer holidays. Although it is challenging sometimes because they're not used to a lot. Like Aiden has a certain routine, so to get him out of the routine is challenging. But then once you get him out, he's fine. He's okay. Over the years, he has developed so much. I never thought that I could travel with him on my own, but I just did. So I think it's also your fear that you have within you that you need to remove. A lot of us women, we fear that, oh my God, but what if he does this? Or what if this will happen? Or I completely remove that fear. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go on my own with Aiden. I'm going to travel with Aiden. Of course, I need help because at the end of the day, I can't do everything on my own. I really need help. I need help from my sisters, with my mom, from the nannies, because it is very draining sometimes,
Yeah.
especially when he will have his mood swings. But then the positive sides are that he's so sweet, he's so innocent, he's just in his own world. There's there's like there's no worries. Like he's just not worried about anything. You give him anything, he will wear whatever he wants. Whatever we give him, he just is such a sweet boy. He's very innocent, very sweet, very loving, very caring, and also very intelligent. He's a genius, Caroline. If I sit with him and I show him the other day, I was like, a friend of mine was traveling somewhere, and I showed him the video because I couldn't figure out where it is. It just had a flag there. I was like, Aiden, where is this place? He's like, Mommy, Singapore. I was like, oh my God, I didn't even know that. Like, I don't even know my flags.
They say that. They
and
say
cities,
that.
yeah.
Yeah. They say they're very good with numbers,
Yeah,
very
very good with
highly
numbers,
intelligent,
yeah.
and that's an amazing, again, something that you're noticing. And I think what I mean, I have a girlfriend, I'm not going to name names, but, she struggled a lot with it. And one day I just said to her, because obviously I'm trying to, I sympathize and I understand, but I said to her, the trouble is, you see, you're sad. He's not. That's his world.
That's his world.
That's his world. He doesn't know any
he's
other
happy in
different.
his
He's
world.
happy in his world. And I
Yeah.
think you trying to change him all the time, although of course improve him, but like always trying to thinking he will snap out of it. Sadly, that's not going to happen. So you need to just accept it. It's more about the parent and how you cope with it, which I think you're an amazing example of, because acceptance is happiness. When you've accepted it and you've
Yeah.
understood, and then you find the joy in the small things that you do have, I think life becomes a lot easier rather than struggling to always think about how you can change him.
Yeah. You're right. Actually, I have accepted it.
I can see that.
And instead of, thinking about the negative side, I'm thinking of the positive side. I want to give him the best treatment. So we go for therapies. We go and meet new doctors all the time. I'm all like now after the show. By the way, a lot of my followers, they suggested me to see this doctor, and I went to see her. By the way. And she's amazing, and she's working on a whole new treatment plan for him. So I'm always looking out for new treatment plans, meeting new doctors. I mean, you never know. They say that sometimes autism fades completely, sometimes it doesn't. But what we can do as moms and as parents is give them the best of the therapies, a lot of love. This is what they need: a lot of love, a lot of attention, a lot of care. They love attention.
It seems to me like, I mean, considering I know that you didn't have the best relationship, and I think he left for somebody else.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think, it's so nice that hasn't made you bitter. the one thing I do say to you, I want to see you get back out there, and obviously for Aiden and yourself to build this new, especially having, I mean, the great thing about what Bling, I think, has done for you is you said to me that you have all these new opportunities. And I loved, yesterday she shared with me, she's starting a business for
We won't
Aiden.
mention
Okay.
what, but we will soon. Yeah.
All right, for her son, which is beautiful. So watch this space, which I really, really like. And I think everyone will get behind that. I
Yeah.
really, really do. It's, I love a good story. I love the meaning behind it. And I think, as I said, instead of being this one-dimensional character, I think everybody saw who you are. And, and I understand, I think now looking at it, we were talking before we came on just now about women and being a young single mom and, looking after your finances and understanding that now you were at the top of your game, right? How if you do another series, fantastic. If you don't, you need to prepare now for you and your son, and whether you have a relationship or not, to look after you. So where do you see yourself? I know you want to get married again.
I mean, marriage, of course. Also, because from the culture I grew up in, the family values. Of course, for us girls, we cannot be dating guys forever. We have to look at marriage.
You're Indian, but
I'm
born
Muslim
Indian,
So,
but born in Africa, I heard.
no, I'm Indian. I
Yeah.
grew up in South Africa.
Grew up in South Africa. Okay.
Johannesburg.
I mean, that's amazing. How on earth did you end up in South Africa?
My family, my mom and dad, and I love South Africa. I mean, my mom's still there, my brother's there, my sister's there, but I've built my life in Dubai, and I don't see myself living anywhere else in the world right now except Dubai. I love Dubai, especially for Aiden. Like, we have the best of best for kids like Aiden, especially.
They understand
I
them.
never want to move anywhere else because he goes to a normal school, which is very amazing. He has the best therapists coming home, teachers. We have everything here. Like, I feel like
I try and explain it. I try to explain it the same. I mean, you can't explain Dubai now, especially with the world being the way it is.
Yeah.
This is the safety, the way we live. Like, it's just, there's nowhere else in the world.
Exactly. And also a lot of my friends moved to Dubai because of me. A lot of my friends.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
So I think, we're doing a great job here.
Of promoting it.
And promoting it. And also, even from the show, a lot of my friends who've never been to Dubai, they're like, we love to come to Dubai. After we watch the show, they're like, is that really Dubai? Like, we want to come. I'm like, yeah, that is Dubai.
Okay, let's discuss that for a minute then. Like the way you dress in Bling, is that your day-to-day life? Do you feel like, everybody dresses like that in Dubai?
I mean, we dress like this when we go for events, when we go out. But obviously, because we're on a show, I feel that if we're not going to show this type of style and our image like this on the show, when else, right? Either you go on the red carpet with it or you go to events, but we're on a show, so why not, right? And also it's Dubai Bling, so it's a little OTT.
Yeah, there you go, because I get that all the time. Everyone always asks me, is that how they really go out? I mean, you actually do. Ayan actually does.
Oh yeah, Ayan does.
Yeah, she does. I mean, Ayan would go to the
She's
supermarket in that
control
dress.
queen.
Yeah, exactly. Ridiculous. I love her. But I think people get. I think that is Dubai is over the top, but although it's over the top, I feel like it's got soul, as you say.
It does.
When you. I think what happens is we all found a tribe, right?
Yes.
We all found the people we like because we all kind of got here the same sort of time. We weeded out the shit. You and I didn't particularly love each other when we met.
I don't know why.
Well, it's the same with
But
Nina,
anyway,
but
it's
that
okay.
sometimes
when you
has
don't
the
know each other on a personal
Yes.
level, and misunderstandings happen. But then the best part is that now we do know each
Yeah.
other. You respect me, I respect you, and it's always nice to reconnect.
100%. And I'm always here to say when you're
we
wrong.
both are misunderstood.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm very misunderstood by
Because
a lot
you're
of people.
powerful women here, or women that put themselves out there anywhere. To be honest, it's a small society. I think Dubai. They don't realize how small Dubai is.
Yeah.
And we put ourselves out there on display, which
Yeah.
mostly in this culture women don't.
Exactly.
So we open ourselves up to be, ridiculed, talked about, how do they do this or that? I mean, no one hustles like I do or you do or whatever. We never sit down because, I think the financial security, like especially here, that's one thing I'd like to say. Everyone goes, oh, she's a man, or she has this, or someone's paying for it. You know, that's just not so, because there's women in and out of this country all the time. So if you don't stand up and take care of yourself pretty bloody quickly, this town will eat you up and spit you out. And I think you've made an incredible career for yourself here now. There are very few of us that are still, you know, the ones that are standing, that people invite places, and that they know, even though we're out there, everybody wants us to advertise everything and do everything.
Of course, because, you know, Caroline, we are relatable. You know, a lot of women take inspiration from us. Like, I receive so many DMs every day about, like, how did you make it? You know, I'm struggling in my life, or I'm going through a divorce, or, you know, please, can you share your journey with us? You really inspire us. So we should be so proud, because we are inspiring women. And I think that's when I started my career as an influencer. I was like, I want to inspire women. I want them to look at me and be like, how did she do it? We want to do it too, you know? That's why when I initially started, I created a platform, a page called I Woman of the World.
Yes, I remember.
You
I'm on it.
remember?
Yeah.
So the I Woman of the World, I used to always support female talents through this platform, and I still do. Like, if I have a choice between a female makeup artist and a male makeup artist, I always give the female a chance, so that I can promote and I can support them. You know what I mean? It's always nice to give back to the women's community, I feel.
I feel like that too, because I feel like Dubai has given us a lot. I don't think people understand the opportunity that we have afforded. It's getting harder and harder, but luckily we're quite established. And I think what's gone on now is, funnily enough, all of us girls, like, I think there's a group of us now that really, really, like, you're very good at it. Like, if I say, oh, I don't know, it doesn't even matter. If I said I had a panty liner for you to promote, you do it.
And you know what's nice about us?
Yeah.
And
It's
I
not
think
even
a
a question.
few of us have it.
Yeah.
I can count a few of the girls that have the same energy and
Yeah.
vibe as us. We're not insecure to share our connections.
At all.
Oh my God, this is something we need to talk about.
Yeah.
I know a lot of women in Dubai, a lot of women all around the world who are very successful and very, like, inspiring, and they are happy to share their connections with everyone. But then there are women who wouldn't want to help or support.
That's absolutely true. And I'll tell you, that's something I remember about you. Even when we weren't good friends, I would say that I could text you and say, look, I've got a party. Do you know anyone that would dance with me? Dress me. Dress me. And you always sent me designers. Now, that is really, really nice, because I'm of that ilk too. There is enough room for all of us.
For all of us.
For all of us.
All of
If someone's booking you to go down the red carpet, they don't want me. We're very different. It just is that. And I think we've found a really nice group of women now. And I think it's, as we get a little bit older in this town, I think that I've got boyfriends and male friends, not boyfriends, whatever you call man, best friends. And I've got girlfriends that I've grown up with here in the last 10 years who are my ride and dies, that will just, I can pick up the phone to, and we all support each other, and we just know each other. It's not even a question. Even if you don't speak for a week or, a month, I can just say, I'm launching this, or can you come to that? And everyone just does rally.
Exactly. But that's because, we're very supportive.
Yeah.
But I feel it's important because all of us have been through something in life to reach the stage. Now we do have the power. We do have the social media power. We have a voice. If we can support others, why not? What's there to lose? There's not. It's like giving back.
That's very nice as well, because I know a lot of people in America on reality TV, a lot, and they don't do that. We're on two different shows, two different platforms, yet we have always done that. And if you're going to an event and I'm not invited, you'll always call up and say, you've got to come with me, vice versa, or if there's something fun going on, are you going? And it's just like that. And other people are like, well, they don't want to share the red carpet with you. They don't want to, sit and have the thing. But why? Because actually two of you, if women just got their head around it, two of you are more powerful than one. And, if I can share ways to make money for each other, or ways that people can, live a happier life that aren't stressed. We were just talking today about, how you're at a stage now that you want to buy your home and do all of that, which is amazing.
I will. Inshallah, by end of the year, this is the plan.
Yes, and you will. Well, it's not even inshallah.
I've manifested it.
It's
I'm
there.
working towards it, and that's it. That's the goal.
She has to give up buying Birkins. So if Michael Costa's if Michael Costa's listening to this, can you cut her off?
No, please don't do that.
Yeah, well, I'll do. I'll tell you when she can come back. Or you'll be living with one of your Birkins. She has a great collection. But it's normal. I mean, we live in a very, very bling society here, and it's funny because she walked into my home now and said, "When did you do this?" And I'm like, "Well, when I wasn't going out and I didn't have such a bling lifestyle because we were building."
Can I just say that you did a spectacular job? Like, I want you to design my home now. Can you please just get into interior designing?
I am.
Because this is what you've created here.
Thank you.
It's literally like a dream space. Like, it's so Instagrammable. I mean, you don't even need to leave your home. Like, literally, it's just beautiful.
We're going to do it for you. I'll help you afterwards.
Yeah, it's amazing.
You have a gorgeous home. I love your home. And, look, we're in an amazing start of life, place in life. I wish you all the happiness and going on to build an incredible career off this platform, which I think you will do. And I think you will inspire so many women, Farhana. And I think, stay strong, and everything you do, you've got my backing.
Thank you so much. I'm so happy that we reconnected, and your support means a lot to me. And this is my year. I am working on 2 to 3 major big brands that I want to launch for myself, for my son. So just going to work towards that. And inshallah, when the time is right, I'll announce it. And I'm sure you guys are all going to be there to support.
Tell everyone, Farhana, how they can follow your journey.
On my Instagram, on my TikTok, but I think I'm
Just
on my stories.
Is it, spell it out for them? Like,
Okay,
yes.
Farhana Bodi,
Yep.
Farhana Bodi. That's my Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
On my stories, I'm a little bit more like myself because you talk and it's more relatable stuff than the feed itself. The feed is obviously more curated, for my fashion and lifestyle, and then you have my TikTok as well, which is Farhana Bodi. So yeah, you guys can follow me on my journey, and hopefully soon I will launch a platform where you guys will be able to see how I started my journey and what it took for me to get where I am today. I think that is something that a lot of women want me to do, like talk about my journey, and hopefully soon there will be a platform that I will be talking on.
Well, we're all waiting, and we're hoping there'll be a season 3 of season 4 of Bling. So we're all waiting here with bated breath. But in the meantime, we will be following.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me on your podcast.
Thank you for listening to another episode of Uncut and Uncensored. Don't forget to push the subscribe button and rate and review.
Yay!
That was really good.
Do a few more. It's 33 minutes.
Oh, it was short.
33. It's okay.
33.
I want to talk about now something that you do.
Why don't we do like something fun, like a rapid
Quick fire,
round or something?
You ask her what will be something that in your daily routine that you do that really help you through it, or something like.
Oh, yeah.
No, but let's do something fun and cool.
Okay.
Let's think of something like something more personal but fun and cool. That's more relatable stuff. Let's think.
Makeup routine,
No,
lifestyle.
that is normal. I want like something more personal stuff, fun.
Okay.
Like we ask each other questions. Let's ask about dating. Like,
Okay.
I
How it
haven't-
used to be date?
About dating stuff. Like, would you like to start dating again? What type of
Okay.
I think that'll be more fun.
Okay. So we're just going to throw in some fun questions with you because it's been quite hot and heavy. And so what people want to know, Farhana, because you've got a lot of fans out there, is do you want to date again? Are you ready? No, not do you want to. Are you ready?
I think I'm ready.
What happened to the men on Bling?
Oh, that guy. No, nothing
No.
happened with him. No.
So you are single and ready to mingle.
I'm single. Yes.
So you heard that first out here, boys. You can reach out to Farhana. You know where to find her. She might take her for a date, not with me, with somebody on the weekend. And what is your number one tip for somebody that, you know, looks at you, maybe that would like to get into modeling?
Uh, I would definitely say that modeling is not for everyone because it's a very different industry. You know, you really have to have a very strong head. You know, and there's a lot of competition. But I would say that if you really want to do modeling, then obviously stay fit, have a good body, good skin, and just go for it. Join the best agencies, go for castings. But you need to have a very strong mindset because there's a lot of competition out there.
People will tell you no.
Exactly. You need to be on the top of the game. Don't take no for an answer. I used to get told, oh my God, you don't have the right body. You don't have this. I didn't listen to anyone. I was like, I'm going to do it.
I've seen you do it. You've got balls of steel. She'll just sit wherever she wants to go. She will go. No one's telling her no.
Yeah.
How did you go from like exactly that actually? I mean, what was it like doing your first Cannes red carpet? Because the cameras go wild for you. That must be, I mean, that's more than, you know, when you're behind the screen for Netflix, that's one thing. But when you're in front of thousands of cameras and you're just stood there, how does that feel?
So the first time I did the Cannes Film Festival was in 2017. Now, my motto in life, Caroline, has always been, you go big or you go home. And I would never make a red carpet appearance if I'm not 100% ready. So in 2017 was my first appearance, and I actually walked with a very big brand called Avakian Jewels. Back in the days, they had a very big
No, I
presence.
know them.
You know
Yeah, yeah.
Avakian, yeah. In Cannes Film Festival, and a friend of mine had connected me to them, and they had organized everything for me, like to walk the red carpet, and I got a custom dress made. The trail was so long.
Is it the yellow one?
No, this was not the yellow one. This
Ah.
is in 2017. It was like a movie pink.
The yellow one was just
Yeah, the
mind
yellow one
blowing.
was that.
Oh
It
my
was
God.
after, yeah. So the first one was like, and it was amazing. Like, it was a dream. Like, let's say it was as a younger, you know, when in my younger days, I used to dream of literally being on the red carpet in Cannes Film Festival.
So you
And-
manifested it.
And then I wanted to be a L'Oreal girl.
Yeah.
And then over the years, that happened too. I walked to L'Oreal, and it just kept getting better and better. And now they call me the Queen of Cannes.
You are. How do you choose your Cannes dress? Because the yellow one, I remember that yellow one going down. First of all, you know, I've done Cannes Film Festival. I walked down the red carpet with Diane Kruger,
Yeah.
and she was opening, she was getting the Palme d'Or, I think. And I've never been so scared in my life and never felt more like I didn't belong somewhere. So how did you get the confidence to literally own that red carpet when you're working for a brand, but you're not in the movie industry and you have to stand in front of everyone and everyone's going past you? How do you get the balls? Because I would like collapse.
You know, I'm a red carpet girl. I love the red carpet.
You love it.
Put me on the red carpet and I'll always shine. I think I'm made for the red carpet. So when I walked in that yellow
Yeah.
dress, I knew it was going to make a statement because it was a statement.
It was
piece.
global. I
Yeah.
think you ended up on the news too.
Yeah.
Like of all the Hollywood movie stars that were there.
Yeah.
And then I remember watching the news and there you were on the stairs in that yellow dress. I'll never
Yeah.
forget. It was beautiful.
That made a statement, and even when you Google Cannes Film Festival, the yellow dress comes up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like one of the first pictures that come up. So yeah, we did make a lot of noise with that yellow dress, and then over the years, obviously the dresses kept getting better and bigger, and I just love glamorous dresses on the red carpet. So every year I plan one or two big dresses that make a huge
statement.
noise. But yeah, I'm so used to it now. But I love it. You know, every year it keeps getting better. But it's one of my favorite red carpet moments. of
How
the
long does it take you to choose all that? I actually, you know what? I'm always fascinated. How do you pack for something like that? Like,
boxes.
I can't even imagine. Does it like how many months does it take to prepare those dresses for that week?
So now that we have Cannes Film Festival coming up in May, I'll start preparing next month.
Wow.
No, I have to prepare in advance. I have to know what I'm going to wear on my first opening, what I'm going to wear for the closing, and I need to have dresses for the events, the AMFA. Like, there's so much happening, right? So I do plan in advance. Some of the designers, they ship the dresses directly to me in Cannes, And because I can't carry everything with me, I'm always overweight. Sometimes I carry the big dresses in the suitcases or boxes, but yeah, we make a plan.
And then where do you see yourself ideally in the next 5 years?
um, I would love to see myself in a movie.
Amazing. In
I w-
Bollywood?
it's my dream.
Bollywood or Hollywood?
Either one of them, but it's my dream even to have like a cameo role in one of the big movies. But this is my dream, like, and a lot of my fans and my followers support that. They're like, you have the look, you need to be in Bollywood, you need to be in the movies, so why not explore it, right? Or maybe even have something on Netflix, like my own show or something, you know, apart from just reality. And yeah, a superstar.
And who would be Farhana's ideal partner? What does he look like? I mean, how does your partner fit into this lifestyle?
They say opposites attract. In the beginning, I always wanted a man who would be in the same social circle as me, so that we could travel and do everything together. But then as my mindset has been changing towards, like, I meet different type of people. I just want a man who has who's who's strong and powerful, who I can look up to, who can inspire me, who can elevate me and take me to the next level. Because I am a very strong personality myself. I have everything going on for myself. There's nothing that I cannot do right now for myself that a man will be able to do for me. So if a man comes into my life, he needs to be really strong, powerful, and ready to take me to the next level.
Well, that's scary. What is the one thing in your handbag that you can't live without?
One thing in my handbag that I can't live without: my phone.
That's boring. Makeup.
Oh, makeup, definitely lip gloss or lip oil. I always have dry lips.
Thank you, Farhana. There you go. We've found out a little bit more about the gorgeous Farhana Bodi. Thank you for joining us. You're amazing.
Thank you so much, babe. Thank you.